Hey, Pisces, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your 2024 yearly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome Pisces to 2024. We're going to take a look at your monthly forecast for the entirety of the year. And I'm getting right away here a big W. They're giving me W here. So that could be the initial of a first or a last name, maybe even a company. That could be a significant piece coming into your 2024. Please take it as it resonates. I also get this is a year for reinvention. It's also about you taking the lessons that you have learned, that you have been going through specifically in 2021, 2022, and 2023. So maybe the last 3 years, you've really been learning about yourself. Some of you, maybe you got into a relationship. You could have been shifting your career. I feel like this is a year where you're learning about what you truly want on a deeper level. And it's like you may have had to go through some changes, some challenges, or even some adaptable moments in order for you to get to this point. Now, of course, 2024 is going to be a pretty crazy year. We're going to see a lot of ups and downs, a lot of changes and shifts on a global level, political, financial. We're already seeing these things, but for you personally and professionally, I feel really good. I feel like in a way you have been preparing, you've been planning, energetically that is, but this is the year where you're going to see that all that preparation and planning is paying off for you. I see that this could be a year where you really reinvent yourself, or you climb to the top in that business idea, or you decide to travel to that place you've always wanted to go. Maybe this is the year where you make big changes in the relationship because you've learned so much over the last 4 years. So I definitely get that there's going to be transformative energy for you. Even though I don't see the death card, we do see some big major arcana such as the wheel. We see the star, the magician. We do have the tower and the emperor. So I feel like those big milestones are coming in for you. Now you're starting off in a really solid place here in January. Now January is like the blueprint for the entirety of the year. It is you laying the groundwork. It's the month where we set intentions, we set resolutions, and you really start thinking about what you want to progress in and achievements and victories throughout the year. So you start off with the detox card. No surprise, as January, a lot of times people do dry January. You start to get back in shape, or just kind of have that clear focus about what's to come. And you're showing up strong and clear here with the muse of emotions, which is watery energy. This is you, Pisces. This is the King of Cups. So I feel like you are opening up your heart. Some of you are focusing on heart health this year. If you've suffered from anxiety, depression, heart palpitations, heaviness, bitterness, heartbreak, stroke, heart attack, breast cancer, any of the things that you can struggle with in the heart chakra area, I feel like this is the year where you really work on lightening that load. Lightning, that's interesting. Lighting the load, because some of you, maybe there was something that came in that was a shock, kind of like lightning. It may have came in quite quickly for some of you. This could also be a family member, may have been dealing with something here in the heart area, but I feel you're eliminating toxicity. That's a big theme for you this year. I want to eliminate toxicity. I want to withdraw from drama. I want to not carry as much anxiety and stress as maybe you have been in the years prior. Some of you are really focusing on your diet, your body. It says healthy body and mind, cleanse and release. And because it's partnered here with the King of Cups, this is you being very loving and very supportive. I also get here accountability partner. So for some of you, this could be a spouse. Maybe you and your spouse are going to do dry January together, or you and a girlfriend may go to the gym together. So if this is you, I feel like you still have what it takes. You have the masculine energy here of the king in order to take action towards your goals. But it would benefit you as well if you have someone beside you that is cheering you on as well. You don't need that, but it's definitely helpful. You're releasing a lot in January here. Even if it's starting off a little bit slow, the energy itself is going to pick up mid to end of January, especially as Pluto moves into Aquarius on the 20th. It's going to be a very powerful time of transitions. And so I like where your head is at. I like where your heart is at. And you're focusing on a plethora of different colors, all of the chakras here with the detox card. So especially the heart. So you may even be eating more greens, okay, getting more green into your diet, or just doing things that feel more exciting, that emotionally fulfill you, because this is what you're going to take into the entirety of 2024. All right, Pisces, let's look at February. Woo, you got the Wheel of Fortune here. Beautiful. And it's interesting because February, I was just notified, is also a leap year. And we're going to see quantum leaps, timeline jumps happening throughout 2024. And what that means is we may be in the month of February, and then before we know it, it's June. And we're like, how the heck did the last few months already pass us by? And you've already started to most likely recognize. But with the timeline jumps as well, you're going to shift your vibration into higher frequencies. And then at times, due to economic impacts or political impacts or governing authorities, agents, because this is a power year. We are in 2024. That breaks down to 8. 8 is about power, authority, strength, materialism, and speed. So you may find yourself pulled back into alternative timelines due to what's going on. But I feel like that's where that planning and preparation comes into play energetically. Because a lot of you who are watching this channel here, and watching these videos on YouTube, you are light workers, you're healers, you are awoke in some way, shape, or form. It's not like you're coming in blindly. Some of you maybe, but the majority of you, you have an inner knowing of the shifts that have been taking place. And this is all about perspective. You're seeing things from a new point of view in the month of February when it comes to, could be fate, destiny intervening to help you shift into a new mindset, into a new perspective. There could be something, of course, globally that helps you shift. This may be fortune and fame for some of you. This is big picture energy. It is looking at things not through, the eyes of illusion or not understanding how something is working for you, but knowing it on a holistic, on a bigger level is what I get here. And that's going to allow something to start moving forward for you. There could also be professional guidance coming in February. Maybe this is with a tax professional, a real estate agent, a teacher, a mentor, a healer, a psychic, a boss. I feel like this is definitely you moving forward, and you're going to get clarity here. The wheel is showing up in the upright. So I feel like there's a turning point starting in February that may have been repetitive in the past. Maybe it was one way of thinking when it comes to you stepping into a new cycle. Okay, I feel like you're definitely seeing things from a new point of view, where maybe you had the rose-colored lens, or some of you didn't want to see something. Maybe you didn't learn fully the lesson. And I feel like you're finally able to get off of that, merry-go-round in a sense. So I think this is a big month for you. And at the end of the reading, Pisces, we'll take a look at power months. We'll take a look at maybe challenge months or teachable months as well. And we may clarify specifics too. So in March, you have trust and you have the 3 of Wands. There's you taking action. This also, 3s are completion. It's completing that first level, that first tier, right? You go through the ace, which is potential. It's planting the seed. 2s are making the choice. And 3s are about, completing some sort of choice or decision. And I feel like you're seeing something taking place now. You're seeing your ships coming in, so to speak. But in this case, you see the domino effect. You got something moving, okay? Because threes are about creativity. They're about union and advancement. So I definitely feel like you're being asked to trust the universe now. You've done the work here. You got the ball rolling. You got the wheel spinning in February. And now March, this is an opportunity here for you to take a leap of faith. Now, some of you may have been struck with betrayal, infidelity. There could have been dishonesty around you in some way, shape, or form, maybe even secrets. Okay, this may have to do with committing yourself to something. Maybe it was lying to the self. Again, as we mentioned, maybe there was something you didn't quite want to believe or quite want to see because you had this belief, this illusion that if only this happens, or if only this person shifts, or if only I get to that level, things are going to be different. And you're realizing now that the only thing different is you responding in a different way because that situation may have been stuck or on standstill. Now, this is about fidelity, honesty, and loyalty. So I feel like that's the direction you're moving into. So any people, places, things, beliefs that were stuck in that lack of trust mentality or energy, that's what you are moving on from. You've completed a very powerful lesson here, Pisces. So in the month of April, April Fools, some of you are traveling or you're planning travel. This could be going to a healing retreat. You have the Wanderlust card with the star. The stars are aligning for you. The stars can be about, destiny. It can be about healing. It comes after the tower. And even though I do see the tower coming in here for you, I almost get that you're dodging a bullet with this tower. This could be global. We'll talk about it here when we get there. But I feel April is a very powerful month for you. This is your gypsy soul activated. It would be a wonderful time to book that spiritual retreat, that girlfriend getaway or guy trip. It could be a wonderful month to think outside the box, do some non-traditional healing, maybe work with a Reiki practitioner, a shaman. Think outside the box when it comes to different forms of healing that maybe you've never tried before. Some of you may even be thinking about ayahuasca, plant medicine, or booking a trip to one of the 7 wonders of the world or a vortex, something of that nature. This is expeditions, tourism, new lands, vacation, and backpacking. And with it partnered with the stars, this travel could be life-changing for you. So if you have an opportunity to either plan or book a trip in the month of April, I say it's a big old yes for you. Don't let April Fools set you back. And there's going to be a lot of shifts in the month of March and April on a global level. And I feel that you are healing. You could even be coming into contact if you are in maybe a long distance relationship, or perhaps you have family at a distance. There could be some sort of mending, coming together, or healing a situation that's at a distance as well. All right, let's look at May 2024. Oh, wow. Okay. Some of you have learned lessons around misuse of power. So this could be people around you may have been manipulating. They may have been narcissistic. Sometimes when that magician shows up in reverse, this can be not using our power to the highest good, right? It can be lower forms of power, such as greed, envy, manipulation, trying to persuade people to do things to get their way, right? And that's why you have soul lessons. This is inner growth. Some of you may have been dealing with a karmic relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, but for some of you it was, where you had to learn how to love yourself. You had to learn some karmic lessons that maybe the two of you had unfinished in a past life or even this life. Okay, this could be with a mother, a father, a sibling, a lover, a child, a friend, a coworker, a boss, but definitely someone misusing their power. And maybe this is even parts of yourself. Maybe a person really triggered you and brought out characteristics or shadows or wounds within your own self, and you may have at times, reacted in such ways, but it was for you to learn and for you to grow, right? Judgment-free zone here. That's how we learn. This is about learning, right? It's about teaching, strength, wisdom, and definitely I feel like this is a past life connection here. And that could be part of some of the cycles that you've really learned, you've grown, you've stepped into your power, especially starting off with your energy with the King of Cups here right away. This is going to be a different year for you than I feel the others, the prior years. It's not going to be the same repeat pattern unless you stay in that energy, right? Of course, you have free will. You can choose to repeat it, but I feel like a lot of you are done. That's what I see here. June. June is beautiful. This could be marriage. It could be celebration. It could be reunion. It can be travel. You have the Four of Wands with flexibility here. This is the 1111 card. It could be about a home in the month of June. Some of you are purchasing a new home, or there's definitely some sort of communal achievement, getting together with others. But be flexible though, because there could be some divine detours. So if there is a wedding or if there's travel planned here, now, I'm not sure if there's any retrogrades or anything of that nature in June. I haven't dug that too far into astrology yet, but I know that there's going to be big shifts. I feel it intuitively in March, April, definitely November. We're going to see some things in August here as well. And I feel September into November is going to be big. But we have flexibility, and there could be new ideas stemmed from getting together with others, maybe in a group environment. This could be soul tribe. It could be an online community. This is about movement. Some of you may be even going to a yoga retreat. This is about expansion and flow. And I feel like the more, the merrier here. That's important for you. So for those of you that are in a little bit of a singular mindset in the month of June, you're going to want to expand, reach out, join that community group, start that class or go to that class, right? Be flexible with your schedule and with your plans, because you may meet someone that's very pivotal on your journey, whether it's a lover, a friend. It could be ideas that are bounced off between you and others. I just feel support and group is so big, and expect some flexibility. I am getting something with yoga. So definitely either yoga retreat or expansion of the mind. This can be working through the chakras. Some of you could even be taking classes or courses, and now you're kind of putting it out into the universe here, and you're utilizing what you've learned and you are sharing it with others. Four of Wands is a beautiful energy showing up here for you. So a new home if you're looking for it, some sort of award, party, holiday, graduation, a vacation, or a big milestone that you will be celebrating. Beautiful. So in the month of July, you do have the heart's desire with the Three of Swords. So what I'm getting is a lot of you have definitely suffered in matters of the heart. There's been loss, there's been pain, there's been grief, there's been disappointment. I feel like July is going to be one of those months where you turn that pain into gain. You focus on creating a passion project. So for example, when I started this channel in 2021, I believe, April of 2021, I was going through a Three of Swords moment myself the month prior. And through that major heart chakra opening, that's when Spirit literally pointed me towards YouTube. I'll have to tell the story and share it with you someday, but short terms, it was turn on the TV, go to YouTube, type this in, and I'm like, I'm just listening to Spirit kind of coming through here. Okay, I'm following these directions. I'd never even heard of YouTube readings on, YouTube for astrological signs. And sure enough, I was guided to go on there, and I listened with my jaw on the ground. Basically, I couldn't believe the synchronicities, and what was being said was my situation. And Spirit then said after the video, Mel, this is what you are meant to do. And I couldn't believe it. And I said, Spirit, what are you talking about? I don't even read tarot. I read intuitively. I don't use these tools. And Spirit said these tools are a part of you reaching people on a global level. And 1 month later, I started my channel. So that's kind of what you are doing here. And it's the best thing that could have ever happened, could have come from that. Of course, many things came from that Three of Swords moment. but this channel is one of those turning the pain into gain, turning it into something I couldn't even imagine at the time. But I trusted my intuition, and that's what I feel like you are doing at this time. You're trusting your intuition. You are making decisions from the heart. This is heart health as well. So remember what we said in January. This is the year where you focus on less stress, less anxiety, and heart health. And you have that showing up here. This is also a love for what you do. So for those of you that have gone through a Three of Swords, or maybe you still are feeling little bits and pieces of it throughout the year, this month is a really big turnaround month for you, where you maybe you've started something years ago that was a passion project, or maybe you're seeing the silver lining out of some sort of pain, disappointment, heartbreak, loss, breakup, whatever it may have been. There is a shift in July, and I feel like it's really beautiful. We'll clarify at the end of the reading as well. All right, so in the month of August, there it is, 10 of Swords. You're completing this cycle. 10 of Swords with divine guidance, okay? 10 of Swords is showing up here in reverse, so I feel like it's been difficult for you, but I feel like you're realizing why something needed to end, or you're realizing the loss, the betrayal that maybe you had gone through, because this is angelic support. It's answered prayers, spiritual strength, assistance, and miracles. So for some of you, if you've gone through, or you are going through a divorce or some sort of a breakup, I feel like the closing of a chapter is really starting to take place. This could be a finalization of a divorce. It could be the finalization of, selling a business, or moving into a new energy out of something that has been difficult, okay? And you're going to see miracles this month. So even though this can be a little bit heavier energy, 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, you have it partnered with heart and divine guidance. So you're not alone, and you're going to receive some downloads, maybe not as precise as I did step by step from spirit, but a lot of you will. You will be guided towards, this is the right path. We're here for you. We support you. We can give you clarity the best we can, but you must put one step in front of the other here. So definitely miracles coming from some sort of ending. All right. Whew. Moving into, let's see here, September, you have timing with the 5 of Swords. So 10 of Swords, we have 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords. So some of you, this is moving out of this, okay? I feel like you're moving towards victory, but some of you are leaving. That's what you're leaving behind. And the reason why it's victorious is because you're not playing this game any longer. And I say game because some of you were dealing with someone who is very immature. I bet you when we clarify, we'll probably see maybe a page or a knight or a king in reverse that thought they were a king. But you are moving away from people who they do whatever they need to do to win, right? It's a salty victory where no one really wins. It can be someone who's just trying to throw a cheap shot here, right? And that's what I feel. That's why some of you, this is a divorce. It could be an ex. It could be, a family member. It could be just anyone here that was very misusing their power in a very negative way. I mean, that's what karma's for, right? We don't need to dish out that karma. We know it's part of the law of cause and effect, law of karma, that we're going to reap what we sow. And even if you don't see that person getting their karma, or if it feels like, when is something good going to happen for me, right? Pisces, you are definitely going to move towards victory, because I feel like you're doing the right thing, even if someone else isn't. This is about divine timing. There's some sort of results here, and I feel like there's going to be a conclusion. I almost get the justice scale. So if you're going through any sort of legality, or if you're going through dealing with some sort of ending, heartache, something of that nature, I feel like September, there could be a finalization. This could be global as well. It could be on a collective level, global level, political, where there could be some big shifts and changes this month. All right, moving into October, you have the Tower with the healing, but the Tower is in reverse, which means you've dodged a bullet. Whatever this is here for you, because in a way you've kind of turned your back on it, you've ended a cycle, something's closed, you've dodged a bullet and you're doing some healing, some recovery. Okay, this is grief, loss, support, health, Reiki energy, but it is closure. So because you have the Tower in reverse, this is major freedom, right? It's the revelation that offers you freedom. So again, if you've been dealing with a sticky situation, you're coming out of it here. You may even benefit from alternative forms of therapy, such as sound healing, such as, Reiki. It could be dream work, any sort of alternative therapy here. I just heard hypnotherapy as well. But the Tower in reverse is a good thing because it means that you are freeing yourself finally. So some of you Pisces, you really do have something going on in the summer of 2024, but I actually feel like it's going to free you. Like there's a sense of liberation. There's a sense of I can move on. There is a sense here of I can finally let go of some things that have weighed heavy on my heart. And moving into, let's see, November, we have romance showing up. Some of you were in a third party situation. Okay, some of you if you know that to be true for yourself, and that could be what this is all about here. Maybe that's what's led to some sort of ending. Now, for others of you, if you're looking for love, I feel November, you may be connecting with friends, okay? 3 of Pentacles here. You have romance. This does have to do with marriage, union, desire, bonds, passion. This is intimacy, love, and trust. It's soulmate energy as well on the romance. You could benefit from getting together with other people. Some of you may want to just kind of, if you are healing and recovering from a situation, you may just need a little bit of time and space, but you do have the romance here. So there's something significant around the heart, around engagements in the month of November. Some of you may even have a family member that may have been going through a difficult time here as well. And you could be a person that they rely on or they lean on in some way, shape, or form, especially if you're a healer here, Pisces. Now, the romance card, I feel like you are trying new things here. You're trying new ways to meet people or to kind of step outside your box, your comfort zone. If you are not in a relationship and you're single, I am getting here with the 3 of Pentacles. It has been a struggle trying to find, the right connection, but I see that you're changing things up in some way, shape, or form. And then come December, you have the Emperor with the body talk. So you are put in a position here of trusting in yourself, trusting how far you've come. If you've been shamed in any way, maybe from father or mother or someone who was an emperor in your life, female or male, it's masculine energy, and you can see that this emperor is a female, but she may carry a lot of masculine energy. I feel like what big lessons you were taught in 2024, look at that, self-love. And we talked about that in the very beginning. So now that we take a look at December 2024, this is about exercise. It's about mental health, body image, and chakra healing. So I feel that there's going to be a little bit of a twist for you. It may feel at times like things are a little bit heavy, but remember, you're going into it with heart and you're going into it with detox. So you're really eliminating people, places, things, beliefs, and stuck energy, things that may have been ongoing. That's what you are releasing. And there is a sense of freedom for you this year. I feel if you were struggling with body, okay, with your weight or with wrinkles, gray hair, cellulite, or, just not loving yourself and really judging yourself harshly, I feel like this is the month where you really look at you and you say, I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of work on myself. I love myself, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I'm embracing it. Okay, because the Emperor, it did show up here in reverse. And this can be learning to question what you've been taught about your body, right? About your emotional body, your mental body, right? Your spiritual. I feel like you're climbing to new heights here, and you're going to look back and you're going to say, wow, I have come a long way. And some of you, if you're incorporating any any sort of new healing modalities or exercise modalities. Maybe it's mindfulness, maybe it's meditation, it could be yoga practice. I feel whatever you are starting, maybe even at the beginning of the year with the detox or whatever you're cutting out, maybe it's sugars, alcohols, tobacco, whatever it may be, I feel like you're going to go the distance. This is about you staying consistent in your efforts. And even if at times it feels like you fall off the wagon, I feel like you're going to get back on because you're saying, I need to do this for me. Some of you, I am getting a diabetic. There could have been something again with the heart. Maybe you are wanting to get off an antidepressant and, move towards healthier ways to deal with depression or stress. Now, I'm not a medical professional. That is not my medical guidance for you to do. Please see the disclaimer. Please see a professional. But I feel like you've worked through a lot here. Okay, and you're coming to a close in 2024 in December. That kind of puts you into a position of power for yourself if you're able to really look back and see the accomplishments as well as some of the setbacks that you had and say, I've grown. I am stronger because of what I've gone through. All right. So, wow. Let's take a look at some power months for you, some maybe challenge months, and then we'll clarify some of these moments that we went through. Because I know a lot of you are wondering, what's this about here, Mel? Some of you already know because you're already still going through these things or the seeds has been planted. So you already know what this is, but we'll take a look at outcomes as well. So power months for you. I like January, because I feel like your head's in the right spot, your heart's in the right spot, you're getting clear on certain things. I feel like you're trying to bring a healthier version of yourself to the table. You're hoping that other people will as well, but you're realizing that you're the king, that you take action, you make the decisions, and what other people do is on them, but you're making healthier choices for you. So I feel like January is going to be a good power month for you. I like February as well with the Wheel of Fortune because no one wants to be stuck in a repeating, never-ending Groundhog's Day. Isn't Groundhog's Day in February anyway, right? And that's what this reminds me of. And so for some of you, and this is your month as well, I believe, Pisces, right? February 19th or so, going into January into February is part of Pisces season. So I feel like you are telling yourself this trip around the sun's going to be different, and you're actually making it different here. This is the wheel spinning, fortune, fate, destiny, divine intervention here. And you're taking off some sort of rose-colored lens, some sort of illusion that maybe you were stuck in, and you're turning it into, okay, this is my reality. This is what I need to do to alter reality in the way that I want. So I feel like you're raising your vibrations and you're spinning that wheel yourself. All right. But with the help of the divine, of course. Now, another power month for you, I would say I love the energy of April with the Wanderlust and the Star. I get really excited. I feel like this could be one of the best months for you in April. Travel, healing, hope, inspiration. It just feels really good. Some of you, if you are in the public eye, maybe you have a YouTube channel, or maybe you are a content creator, maybe you're an actor, a publisher, something of that nature. I feel like you could definitely be getting noticed and reaching people on a global level. All right, another power month for you, I really think is going to be October. You have the Tower with the healing. You've dodged a bullet here. There's some sense of freedom, and this freedom is going to liberate you from something that was quite heavy. Okay, so I feel, yes, this at times could feel like a challenge month, but I feel for the majority of you, it's going to feel relief. It's like that big sigh. It's like I'm running a marathon and you putting in that energy and the work and the focus and the determination and the dedication, and then you cross that finish line and you're able to slow things down and take a nice big drink and just breathe that sigh of release. But there's also a sense of accomplishment that you've crossed that finish line. That's what I feel here. All right, power month for you as well, December. I do like the Emperor showing up. So even though I don't love to see the Emperor in reverse, I'm getting a different message from the Emperor in reverse. It means that you have learned to question why you felt so strong about certain certain things around the body. And this could even have stemmed from maybe even some father wounding or authority wounding, relationship, or maybe you didn't feel as powerful as you truly are, right, Pisces? I feel like you've struggled at times with self-love, and with this Emperor in reverse, you're asking yourself now, why the heck did I struggle so much with that? There's an understanding here, and I feel like you're going to flip this Emperor in the upright, and there's a sense of empowerment when it comes to body, mind, and soul. All right, challenge months. Months that could be a little bit difficult for you, or months that are very teachable. I see here with the Magician, let's see, this would be May. Soul lessons and the Magician, dealing with misuse of power or manipulative or narcissistic people. That can be difficult, but it's karmic lessons, and I feel like you're not repeating a cycle, and there's a sense of a perspective shift. So you're going to realize that, yes, that's what this person is doing, or that's the lesson I needed to learn. And it's going to be a big teachable aha month for you. So I feel okay about it, but I still feel that, lessons can come, hard won at times. They can be difficult lessons to go through. All right, what else do we have here? I also feel, I'll just mention, I think June's going to be a fun month for you with the Four of Inspiration and the flexibility. Fun. Now, the months that could be a little bit teachable is June, July, and August. I mean, this is Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, but it's also about you turning that pain into gain. So I kind of get a bittersweet energy here. Like I said, sharing my story about going through a Three of Swords myself, but out of that, I created the YouTube channel. So there's almost like a wash, but then that turns into something far better than I could have ever imagined. And I think that's happening here for you as well. So it's almost like it's a power month, but yet a teachable month. And now here in August, there's the miracle. The miracle is this is ending. And even though it was painful, it is ending, and I'm not alone, and my prayers were answered. So again, I feel like these are power months as well as teachable moments or teachable months. And then we have here the timing. So it's like the time is now. The time, and a lot of you have been waiting, maybe even in Hanged Man energy for some sort of results. And even though this can be a win at all costs, I feel like you're being divinely protected. Okay, I just have to put that out there. You're being divinely protected. Let's clarify some of this energy before we wrap up your reading. Let's see, what does the Pisces collective want to know most? I know you're wanting to know about, okay, they're telling me Five of Swords, the win at all costs. What's going to be the result of some sort of maybe legality, some sort of separation, disappointment, ending? What's going to be the result here? What do we have for Pisces? What's going to be the result? It could even be that some of you, maybe this is a home, it's real estate. Maybe you didn't get that home that you wanted, and you were forced to move on, right? Because someone else kind of swept in and it was an unfair offer. High Priestess showing up. Yeah, there's going to be something hidden from you, but your intuition is going to know. Okay, you may be kind of playing it safe or just stepping back and observing. That's kind of what I get here, especially with the High Priestess, because sometimes she can be behind that curtain, right? And she has the two pillars there, and the two pillars are about, in a way, justice, balance, right and wrong, left and right. So I feel like you are standing back here, you're observing what's going on, you are trusting your intuition. What do we have here for this win at all costs? There's the Magician showing up in the upright. Okay, this clarifies a lot here, because we see in the month of May that someone's been misusing their power, but we see that they're not going to get away with it, or it's about you being able to manifest the results that you were hoping, or the results that are in your highest good. Okay, the Magician showing up in the upright here. This is about you having all the tools that you need now to move forward. Okay, I like this. Magician, High Priestess, this is big energy. It's, again, major arcanas. They're saying go one more. 3 for the win. Okay, what do we need to know for Pisces? Ooh, Two of Pentacles literally just kind of toppled out here. So there could be some choices that you weigh up. There could be some negotiations here, some balance, okay, with this Two of Pentacles. This is about comparing something here. I feel that you're going to stay calm through this. That's part of it. Staying calm in the midst of maybe some challenge. This could be global, this could be political, this could be financial, this could be emotional. Whatever it is, you're finding balance. I love this for you. See, what did I say here? You're going into the year with this withdraw, not my monkeys, not my circus energy. And even though there's going to be a few things that are, coming back around or finalized here, I feel like you're going to stay calm, and you may even surprise yourself, Pisces. You're going to say, whoa, I just completely handled that with the utmost profession, the utmost calm and patience and compassionate energy that I possibly could have for myself, first and foremost. You may surprise yourself with some sort of result that actually turns out in your favor because you've been trusting your intuition along the way. So that's to clarify June, July, and August a bit here. And I feel like the Magician is really going to pan out. But I do see something being weighed up here. And that kind of brings me to the 2 pillars. But I think the Magician, there's going to be a favorable outcome. All right. What else do we want to clarify? Anything else for Pisces? Let's look at the Tower. The Tower in reverse with the healing. Okay. What are we freeing ourselves from? What's Pisces freeing themselves from? The Knight of Swords. Ooh, someone who's impulsive, some sort of impulsivity, someone who's just coming in with the swords ready to fight, someone who may have been, wanting to take action. There could be lawsuits. There could be someone who, again, very quick, they didn't really think too much before. I mean, yes, the swords is a thinker, but it's like they come in, they have a thought, and boom, that's what they're going to do with it. And I feel like that's what you're freeing yourself from. Okay, you're actually, if this is you, Knight of Swords, you could be the one that's like, I'm getting out of Dodge, right? I'm leaving this situation behind. I'm hitting the ground running. I mean, the Knight of Swords is fast moving energy. It's the second fastest moving knight, but he's going to do what he needs to kind of get out of a situation here. And I feel like you've definitely, you've given this challenge a big old wink, and you said, all right, I've gone through it. I'm off to the next here. So I think that 2024 is an empowering year for you, especially ending on a high note with the Emperor. I feel like you're going to get through a lot of challenges. You're going to realize how strong you truly are here. And I feel like that wheel is spinning in your favor throughout the year. So there could be some sort of monies coming to you, monies that were owed, maybe inheritance or back pay, legalities, alimony, child support, anything like that I'm seeing here as well. So it looks to be an overall, yes, a roller coaster year, which I've been saying in all readings. It reminds me of the song Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. It's kind of that, up and down, and then some months or some weeks it'll feel a little bit lower, and then boom, but a lot of excitement, some challenges, the ebb and flow of life. But Pisces, you're coming in with a strong head and heart, and I feel like there's nothing that you cannot get through or accomplish in 2024. I hope that resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who show your contribution through those likes, shares, views, personal reads, and just being here, just being in this energetic space, this safe space that we've created for each other. Thank you so much, Pisces. Lots of love.